This is what I'm gonna be able to do at the end of the video. But right now, I don't have a single 1 or 2 star artifact, so let's start farming. I'm standing near the waypoint right next to Luhua pool, and I encourage you to do this route with me, so you can see for yourself how convenient all the spots are. I'm going to explain the team comp and why do I recommend it, as well as what characters you can replace later. But first, let me explain the 3 things I had in mind while making this route. Rule number 1 was that I only want to hit the juicy spots. There are many spots you can hit while farming for artifacts, but it's so much more satisfying to visit an area with many investigation spots containing artifacts rather than a single one. Therefore, the rule number 1 is to hit only areas with at least 3 investigation spots that contain an artifact. The rule number 2 is that this route has to be very convenient. Second rule builds on the first one. What I mean by that is the spots I chose for this route are not far away from teleporters, and you don't have to memorize too much information. For example, there are areas with multiple investigation spots, but only one of them contains an artifact, and you have to touch that specific one if you want to min-max your daily limit, more on that later. And I don't really like that, since I would rather turn my brain off and go on autopilot while doing this. Rule number 3 is of course the speed. I want to be able to farm a decent number of artifacts as fast as possible. The idea for this route sprung in my head as a result of me playing on my phone and or not having enough time to go through the whole artifact farming process, getting over the 100 investigation spots limit, which could take anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes each day. With this route, I'm able to get a decent number of farming done in less than 10 minutes. If you're not familiar with the concept, in Genshin Impact you can only investigate 100 spots per day. You can go over this limit as long as you stay in the same zone after going over the 100. We don't have to worry about this limit that much because this route only has 62 spots, but if you would like to continue, it's a great start. On the other hand, after finishing this route, you're mostly left with 2 investigation spot areas that are not very exciting, if we exclude Tatarasuna, that is. With that said, let me tell you about the team I have, as I promised, as well as share my tips how to make this as fast as possible. Ideally, you want to have the same team I have, but you can replace Zhongli with any other tall male character. The reason for that is that they have the longest dash distance and we are dashing a lot. Other team members are not as easily replaceable since all of them do something that is unique. Rosaria provides plus 10% movement speed at night. Kazuha provides vertical mobility, and Sayu, well, she just rolls very fast. But I mean, none of them are really necessary, they are just very convenient. What you want for sure though is 2 Anemo characters to have Anemo Resonance active for bonus movement speed and stamina reduction for your dashing. Speaking of dashing, when you are next to a cliff, you can dash and launch yourself forward to save some time. Be sure to time it right as to not roll down the cliff as a young Ganyu would. Also, you want to wait for a short while after each dash. Otherwise, you're gonna be able to only dash twice in a row. You can try that for yourself to see what I mean. Sometimes it's just better to try something than to hear about it, you know? I'm pretty sure that by now you have noticed the life split timer. You don't have to speedrun this or anything, I'm not speedrunning it. It's just that you can see how long each segment took me, and if you feel like it, you can try to race me. I mean, I didn't hold back while recording this video, and I kinda dare you to get a better time than me. You also might have noticed that I have a gadget that increases gliding speed equipped. It's a reputation reward that you can get in Inazuma, and while not necessary by any means, it makes the gliding segments a tiny smidge faster. At this point, I want to quickly mention a YouTuber named Elixon. If you're interested in doing the whole 100 artifact spots route, he made a great video on it, and with knowledge from my video, You already know half of the areas you want to visit anyway. But the route is longer, requires more thinking and takes more time as well, so beware, it's not as casual friendly. Serai Island is gonna be our last stop in this video, and the Assassin Shrine spot is one of my favorites. I don't see a lot of people visiting this, but I really like it. And if you did not complete the Assassin Shrine world quest with a talking cat, I wholeheartedly recommend you do as soon as possible. Now this Fatui camp is one of the last of the quote-unquote easy spots we're gonna do. What's before us are 3 spots that are kinda more involved than all of the others we're so far, but don't worry, it's nothing too difficult to remember. And if you just don't want to do it, you don't have to. Or on the other hand, you could possibly just touch all the investigation spots in these areas, since as we previously stated, we are not gonna go over 100, and if you're not gonna continue farming, it is not gonna matter anyway. So what do you want to do here is touch the 2 on the left, then ignore the box on the right and go straight to this room. Go down, glide a little. Here we touch the one next to the door, and then next to the door as well. We jump down. We ignore everything here. We just go straight to the back. There are 2 spots we want to touch, here and here. We go down, we go right, and there are 2 spots ahead of us. Don't touch anything else if you are about to continue. Then right here in the trinket box. And then there are 5 spots in this room, 2 here on the first floor and 3 on the upper floor. And that's everything there is on this boat. I think I did not miss a single one. If I'm wrong, and you can let me know in the comments, you know. Here a village is quite easy as well. You go here in the back and we're gonna touch the box. It's all about the boxes most of the time. Well, not quite true here because, well, this is a box, but this is not a box. But then this is another box. We jump down, we touch the 2 ones that are here next to the wines. We go up, we don't look back because there are another spots, but we don't want to touch them. We go down, touch that one and another box, and you're gonna see a lot of boxes here. And you're gonna see a lot of boxes in the last area. This is the last area. So we want to hit both of these spots. And then we want to touch the box, only the box. We're gonna roll for a while. Then we're gonna jump up. And switch to jonglei to dash a little. And here, well, we touch a barrel. And then we are gonna touch a box. And we're gonna jump up again. You see the pattern with the boxes, I assume. Here we're gonna see a box and touch it. Here is another box, touch it. And the last investigation spot is a box, so huzzah. So that's why I think this spot is really convenient and easily remembered. And that is the end of this route. As you can see on the screen right now, we gained 96 artifacts by doing this 8-minute route. If you're planning on using the artifacts we just farmed as experience juice, you should definitely check out this video next, because it's going to help you get the best artifacts for your account and to not waste your resin like a lot of new and even veteran players do.